This is the ZENPETIO heated camping cot. So the heating function, when it first comes on, goes to kind of medium settings. You can cycle through 3 different timers. There's no like always on setting, just for safety reasons, and 10 different temperature settings. I've had it on the maximum, and it is pleasantly warm, but not like burning up. Like if you have a dedicated heating pad and you turn that on high, it can get too warm and you gotta kind of turn it down. This just gets up to about, well, I measured it with the thermometer. It gets up to 98.6 degrees was where it topped out right on one of the coils. And I'm thinking that's kind of a safety thing too, to make sure nobody gets cooked. Those heating coils are well integrated into the pad. You can feel them if you go looking for them, but they're not any more noticeable than like this seam in the fabric. And they start about there and go to about there and start about here to there. So it's just kind of the center area of that inner seam rectangle. All right, I'm 6'2", so I found it is long enough for me. And I tend to sleep on my side, and also found that this raised pillow section is quite comfortable, so they did a good job raising that just enough, and then putting this much thicker kind of pillow padded section on there. And that works out great for me as a side sleeper. Other features, there's a pocket here, kind of a double pocket in the front and a bigger pocket in the back. A pocket back here for the controller. It's kind of unfortunate. I think they had to put the controller on this side just for safety reasons, so it's a little bit out of reach at the foot, but I'm guessing the idea was to make sure nobody gets tangled up in any wires. Alright, so let's measure it. So that is right at 74. If I can get it straight, 27. And the height is, basically 14 if you brush that down. Maybe 15 if you count the little bit of loft to the cushion there, and then the pillow section adds another couple inches. Folding it up is a little bit trickier than other cots I've had. You have to push down right here and pull up right here pretty firmly, and then it pops loose. Other camping cots I've had, you just sort of pull up on this middle section and the whole thing comes together. This one is a little tighter. And it is a fair amount of weight and bulk, so I've been thinking of this as more of a guest room cot. The frame is steel as opposed to aluminum, which is fine. It just adds a couple more pounds. I doubt anybody will be hiking this to the top of the Alps like it shows in the product photos. It's more of a guest room thing, just plug it in and everything, or maybe at most a car camping thing. This strap at the top that retains it while it's folded is not adjustable. They just made it. They made it just the right size to clip. So you do gotta squeeze it to get that clipped. So just in case somebody does want to go hiking with it, which I don't recommend. It is 16 pounds, 3 ounces. So the only thing I'm not crazy about is this, the bag. So the fabric on here is super nice, soft, and yeah, smooth. This is super cheap, crinkly, and it's just barely big enough to get the cot back in, so it's a little bit tight as well. So that said, it's stitched together well enough. I've seen some of these where the handle is just kind of barely on there, so it's not falling apart or anything. The materials are just a little cheaper, but that's okay. The cot's awesome. So that is the heated camping cot.